I don't promise. Excellent connection. Connect screen. Yeah. We're back. Literally live right now.
Okay. Are we back?
Yeah. Excellent connection. Connect screen. Yeah.
No.
Get some momentum.
Yeah.
Need some fucking.
Need your pick.
Fix everything.
That's what helps you strong.
Fix everything. Fuck it. I got it, motherfucker. I got it. It's my hand.
But let's just at least hear it back. Are we live right now?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Was it terrible? HFFL again.
Again and again.
We're back.
Again and again.
We just keep coming back at you.
So where I cut off was let me go back. Let's go back to December 3rd, a day that changed HFFL possibly forever. I think a lot of people are going to be falling out of the league. A lot of new faces. Predicting from now, new faces for 2022. New faces, baby.
No
I'm okay with it.
No way.
I'm okay with it. If you can't delineate between real life and Fantasy Island, then what can I tell you? Sometimes real life bleeds over, Fantasy Island bleeds over. We hear you. But you gotta keep coming back to the well. You gotta keep being you in the chat. You know, it's gotta just keep happening. We had a great saga with Irv on Friday.
Out of nowhere.
But I tell you, in my opinion, listen, there's a million different ways to skin a cat here, you know? And there's a million different lenses. I'm just using my platform here like any other politician, you know? It could go any way, but I'm Team Irv there. I missed it totally, you know? No excuse there, I guess. I always thought Gardner Minshew was on a la Poubel's team. Always thought. I know that he even played it. He played a game for them, right? And then all of a sudden, I guess he was dropped and Hurts played. And then there was a little guess whether Hurts was going to come back or not. And a la Poubel, they swooped in and they cockblocked. Listen, there's nothing truly wrong with a cockblock. You're allowed to cockblock a guy. You're allowed to. That's why one of the things I said to Irv was, dude, if you needed Gardner Minshew, you had to have him. But at the same token, it's also an annoying move, a very annoying move within the rules, but annoying move. And now we're gonna have to change rules at the town hall, saying once you're mathematically eliminated, even mid-Sunday, lock a team. I hear.
Wild. That's another level. That's another level.
But tell me why you're not Team Irv. Tell me why.
Oh, there's a few reasons. One, Irv had the same amount of possibility to pick up Minshew as a la Poubel.
Good point.
We're playing a game. This is a game. You want the guy, you go pick him up. If somebody beats you to it, you got beat. It's done.
There it is.
Another one. A la Poubel is very pro Gardner Minshew since forever. Yeah. They love him. And this guy's paying $2,000 to be in this league. Let him pick up the guy he wants to pick up. I don't think he did it maliciously. I don't think he did it against Irving. He wanted Minshew. He wants to end it. He wants to go back in 10 years and see that Minshew is on his team. He's paying $2,000 for that. I have no problem with that.
And the truth is, I started on Team Irv, and then I talked myself out of it. There's a lot of reasons to not be Team Irv. A lot of reasons. Just wang to wang. And the truth is, there's a ton of, and the reason why there's so much wang, and the reason why there's so much Fantasy Island gas bleeding over into real world is Because it's a lot of money, baby. There's a lot of money.
Oh, shit.
Stop telling me. I don't like hearing, that you'd rather your name on the trophy than the Flus. Guys, are 13 grand. 13 grand. So it's tons action, tons happening. And yeah, you want the bragging rights, but the only reason why it's so high octane, I think, is because of that fact. Because of that. So that's first scandal out of the way. Second and third we'll do together. On December 3rd, trades went down that were just rapey. Let's start off with the Eddie with the Ed Guy trade. Who did he give again? Dude, he gave Dalvini Cookie,
Yeah, he just gave it up.
And he got back Ronaldo Moore, this guy, Ingram, Stevenson, Ingram, and Harris. That's what we got, for Cook and Fields. Talk to me.
This is just 3 crap players going from
like Mark Ingram's
a
not even
playoff team and one elite stud going to one of the top teams. This is DK.
And it's just
it's a rape. It made sense for Ed. It made sense for DK.
Yeah. He's got to get in. Larry Roundtree's got to get in. He's trying to get in. He's right there in the 7. Has to have, like, when this comes to the commissioner's desk, rapey trade, but stop weighing. Stop fucking weighing. And I got to hear the whas from the number 1 seed. He won't stop weighing, but we'll get to that. That's Mike C's trade. But there's just the people that are in the thick of the gas, those are the wires, right? Because listen, anything impeding on their opportunity to take it all, I get it, guys. I get the wang. But we're allowed to tell you, you're being little bitches. You're being little bitches. We're allowed to say that.
You're being little bitches this time.
Yeah. Roundtree had to get in. So he's gotta get Ingram, and at that time there's no Kamara, so the guy's putting up 19 points, wild numbers. He would put up a 2.5, but I get that. He needed a starting RB. Damian Harris and Stevenson, tough to get those guys back in general. I just want to pick on it a little because 2 guys for 1 spot. You don't even know who the guy is there. So that was like Kaskisi's trying to get those guys off his chest, and you gave it to him, and okay. That is what it is. And then rapey trade number 2 is Mike C. Mike C reacts, supposedly. Mike C takes that, right? And reacts accordingly and says, I'm not going to fucking, stand for this.
I want to do this. He said he apologized. It was an emotional move. We all know it was wrong. He knows it was wrong. I mean, we really hope this doesn't happen again. We'll think a little harder when we do the trade deadline next year. We really hope this doesn't happen again. And I don't think there's much to change because I think we're going to fuck up a lot more than we're going to fix.
As you could see, we're fucking things up year after year, changing things around year after year, but not really fucking up. Let's see the other side. Okay, we tried. Listen, there are people that don't like the added bench spot this year, but I knew what I was getting myself into with the added bench spot. 3 years ago we had that, or 2 years ago we had that. Then we went back to it the other way, and now I know I want the added bench spot. Even with this added bench spot, Irv still doesn't pick up Gardner Minshew. There's always somebody to own. Yeah. Always. Yeah. So it's I really don't think there's not as much waiver action because there's another slot in, but that's just an example. So now here we start off here the first year of pushing the trade deadline because we're always regretting that we can't trade anymore, right? Yeah. And now we push the trade deadline and 3 blockbuster trades.
It was abused.
3 blockbusters of teams that, but I don't know if it's abused. They're teams that are making a run to get in. They're making a run to get in, but still you're giving away your season. Even if you get in, where are you going without Dalvini? Where are you going with Mark Ingram, right? Yeah. When Alvin Kamara's back.
Well, that's a different level. He's got to think about that for his own team and his own.
Let's talk about the Chubby and Taysom Hill thing, because I just personally hate Taysom Hill. Hate him, Yeah. I gets the whole thing. I gotta start wrapping my head around great fantasy quarterbacks, and not great football players, So that's just my take. Taysom and Chubby gets for Hollywood and Latavius. It's tough.
Okay, let's move on.
It's really bad. Let's not even get sidetracked by this.
But look at HFFL. He traded Pitts for Minshew. He's a Minshew guy. Look at his Minshew.
Yeah. You're right. You're right, Olga. You're right. And Irv We're not on your side. We're not on your side. How about that?
You switching sides?
Switching.
Whoa, really?
Switching.
Okay.
Switching. And stop being so critical, Dano, all the time of Ed and Sam. You know, all right, just one time. You know, go for them here. They're pure. They're pure. They're pure.
Pure Minshew, the mustache and the thing.
Yeah, Ghana. Let's throw all that shit behind us. We have exciting HFFL playoff football to get to. You have Fago Bago.
Concurrent viewers.
Wow.
7 people, baby! 7 people! 7 viewers, boys.
Just in time for playoff previews. We got Fago Bago against Suspects. And, you know, there were shots fired already at the Thursday night matchup. You know, Tyreek really came to play. And Herbert didn't produce, you know, as a Justin Herbert needed to produce.
Yeah.
Fago Bago on their heels a bit. But a lot's going to happen tonight. I really love Stevenson tonight. And I think JT has trouble. Isaac and Murray would love to see you go down. Problem is, it's the Fago Bago. That's the biggest problem. I don't know. It's just where in the world is Jakey San Diego? Cut it out and come back. This is not good. It's not good because, listen, if you make a run and if you win, this is the biggest wah. This is the most monumental wah that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. A silent wah. Our ears are ringing, honey. Our ears are ringing. Come back before it's too late, baby. Because if you win it all, I don't even think we put your name on the trophy. What do you think, Olga?
I think it's time for everybody to come back together and join together and be happy together.
What he said, you know, seriously, that's really what it's got to be. We need you back. We need HFFL. Instagram back.
Peace. We need fun.
We need fun back. We need it all back.
Football.
We need it all back. Sorry for going after you there.
Let's go to the matchup. I don't think this matchup tonight's going to be anything. I think both of these RBs are going to totally dud out. Maybe get under 10 points. Both.
Wow. Okay.
JT under 10 points.
Overall, who do you think takes this matchup and advances to the semifinals?
It's got to be Suspects.
Suspects. But getting a dud from JT. That's trouble. No, but he still has Devontae. He still has Brady.
CD for Devontae. That's another one that nobody spoke about, by the way.
CD's legit.
Yeah, Devontae's
another class.
Kidding me? It's not 1 for 1.
It's not 1
for 1. It's not a 1 for 1 trade. He did it for a buy situation also.
There it is.
But
did it for a buy situation. Did it to get in.
Yeah.
Another one of these is they did it to get in.
Yeah. That's why the trade deadline needs to be pushed.
That's why they push it
Taken back.
Yeah.
Taken back.
Because these guys in the upper echelon of the league would never be able to get a Devontae Adams or just CD Lamb. Wouldn't be able to. Like I held on to Kamara because I couldn't get enough for him.
Right.
All right, but I'm also in the 10 hole, you know. And then we get to another semifinal matchup, pukey matchup, but it's gonna be really tight and really exciting. I like to see this type of matchup also because they're grinding it out, you know. Right. It's all about blood, sweat, and tears out there. D will start Irving 2 to 3 times on the goal line. The guy can't get a yard. It's crazy. So, you know, it's just such a fine line between what makes you a genius fantasy manager and just what makes you a dud, you know? And the guy has 2 real serious opportunities to get into the end zone. 1 yard, half a yard, backwards, you know? Very tough. Mike Will also, I think he had a lot of oppos as well, you know, but like I just heard big plays, but 5.5, hilarious. Nobody got in, but I think, you know, I think Irv is in position, but I think the best tandem right now out there is Allen and Diggs. So Alfred has a ton of firepower.
Yeah.
He has firepower left, you know, and Irv's battered and bruised, in my opinion. So I really like not emotionally, but I like Allo to actually edge this out, come back, and advance to the semifinals.
I'm going to go with Irv. I think he's going to pull it out with Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp's going to go nuts on a Tuesday night with a lot of rest. He's got James Robinson, I think, is going to have a huge week without Carlos Hyde. And his 2 QBs could put up some nice points on some good rest.
Yeah, the Amir Abdullah is tough in the RB2 slot.
He's got a lot of.
But that could be misdirection,
you know. Parker's going to be great this week.
They also said on NFL Network Garoppolo should be a sit-him, you know, so take that, into account. But this Hunter Renfrow, I tell you, Allo has a knack of finding receivers.
It's
crazy. It's just not normal. It's not normal. The guy's putting up 24s, 26s, 27s. Well, it is what it is. And then overall, let's just give a playoff preview, you know. Let's say, you know, whatever we got. We have in the buys, we got the Matthewses and Kaskisi/JC. Is anybody taking this juggernaut down in DK? Who raises the trophy at the end of the day?
You're asking me?
Oh, I am.
I'm going to say DK. DK's got the momentum. He's got the firepower. He's got the players to really push it through. I think Suspects and Matthews it's going to be close, but I think DK is going to pull it out with his Mahomes and his
Dalvini and his Eckler and his. It just doesn't end. It doesn't end.
A lot of top tier players.
It doesn't end, and I gotta say, we're just gonna do everything we can to make sure this guy doesn't win it. You know, I'm taking skis, baby. It's yours. It's yours, Mabruk. I'm throwing out the check. Just tell me what the percentages are. We love you. And this is your show. Good for you, Kaskisi. We love you. Signing off. Take us home. Over.
No, I'm not ready to sign off.
I'm good.
Let's go. I need some awards here. We need some awards.
Oh, awards.
We need some awards.
Awards. But I didn't do the awards yet. You know, we didn't do the awards yet. I say we now we have our format. We'll be back. We can sneak in.
It's been a great show, guys. It's been a wonderful show. Coming up next time on the show, we're going to have some full season awards. We'll work on it. We'll give some people some trophies.
We're giving awards.
NFTs. We're giving NFTs.
NFTs for sure. We're giving awards. The HFFL is back.
Best bitch, biggest baby, biggest pussy, best manager, best drafter, best
worst commissioner,
worst commish. Just things like that. If anyone has any suggestions, throw it in the chat and we'll.
Bottom line is, we're back. Banter. It's all Fantasy Island. Love each other. Let's come together and let's go!